Hey, what's going on YouTube? End of the day on Tuesday. It's the 12th today. So we got a couple more weeks for the monthly chart to tell us where it's going. Right now we're getting some bouncing on the S&P and Dow. On the monthly chart, on the daily, you can see how it's bouncing. And usually when it bounces, we can see it go to 50% of the longest candle, the next longest candle, or its previous lows. So be prepared for that. We got 2 weeks for this thing to fall apart. So hopefully we can see this thing come down, maybe a retracement to about 1980, and then back off, and maybe by the end of the month we can close below my final trend support line. And that's what I was worried about earlier, but I was hoping for a bump and run, but now it looks like we're going to get a retracement. It'll be a bearish retracement, but these things take forever. The same with the Dow. Just looking at the daily here real quick. Still getting another bounce. Maybe all the way back to 17. US dollar is still doing its thing. It was up early. It was down, actually down early, and then went up and finished off with that spinning top. But you can see the pattern it's forming, and if you've been listening, it's going in between these support lines. Hopefully we can get another slam into the resistance here and then see where it goes. Right now it's a failure. This is a daily chart. So let's go to a weekly. Right now for the week it hasn't touched the top of the resistance. See where it comes out. It's likely this thing is going to go through the roof, but right now it looks like a bearish flag. But anything can happen, especially when these elites, Federal Reserve bankers start printing money. But it's going to wind up into these two, in between these two lines, and then have to make it. The price is going to have to make a decision where it wants to go, up or down. So that's going to happen within the next couple of weeks, I imagine. So keep an eye on that. Crude almost went to 30, all the way down to 30. I think they ended up at 30.20 or somewhere around there. It's in no man's land. It is falling like a rock. I think it was down another 2.5% today, and then got some legs and retraced a little bit. But you can see the break, and then on a monthly, you can see how it's well below its previous low. So everyone's calling it for the 20s. It's going to make it to the 20s. I imagine 30, a very emotional spot on the chart, is going to bounce around a little bit, maybe consolidate and form a pattern around 30. See if it'll break down from there, or gain some legs and start moving back up. But you can see the wicks pointing down, like this is a tri-tip. So that was a legitimate bottom. We don't have any tips yet. So let's see where the week ends up. Let's see where the daily ends up. See if we can get us some long wicks and how it bears down on a bottom, recovers and consolidates. But we don't see that yet. It's in no man's land. It's gonna, right now it's still very bearish. Silver is not doing what I wanted it to do, and you know that's how That's how it happens in the stock market. You never get what you want. So it's broken down on the daily. It's closed today on its lower than a previous low. So maybe we'll see some lower prices. Maybe it'll break down to 12 like we discussed earlier. I was hoping to get more of a consolidation and a pop out of this thing before that happened. But it's following gold's path. Gold looks pretty awesome on the daily. You remember it broke the averages and did a little pop into previous lows. And right now, well, before it kind of catapulted, or the launching pad, as I like to say, into previous lows. But now it's consolidating. The faster this consolidation, the bigger the move. But this can take a while, especially in the gold market, since it doesn't move around quite a bit. I imagine this thing could come down to its support line, but it hit the 8 moving average just right on target. That would have been a good buy. Buy into support, sell into resistance, right? So what I'm looking for this thing to do is come down, consolidate, make it like a U-shaped pattern, maybe even another U, and then break higher. And that's likely what it's going to do. It's going to move sideways and as long as we stay above the support lines, we're good. You're still in the trade, but longer term, we still got a lot of work to do, as we talked about. Right now, it's still, see where it goes, but hopefully we can get above the weekly trend. This is about 1125. Silver on a longer trend. I haven't lost faith in silver yet. Hopefully we can get this thing running up. Because I believe that this was a nice accumulation and consolidation, and then we had the nice candle inverted hammer. But right now, it broke that previous low on the weekly. See how the week ends up, but right now it looks bearish. Opposite of what I thought it would do. So that's that's about it. Like I said, I like gold. Hopefully it'll keep its steam. Maybe use this as a support line right here, and consolidate some more on the weekly. Given that the daily, watch this thing come down and back up and have another catapult or a launching pad. And the faster this swings around, the better. The bigger the move, in my opinion, the faster the consolidation, the bigger the move. But because we're still in a long-term weekly and monthly downtrend, we have a lot of work to do to get above changing trend on gold and silver. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Let me know what's going on out there, and share, like, and comment. Google loves comments. So I'll see you. Thanks for watching.